Okay, good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Caldwell-West Caldwell Board of Education Public Conference Meeting, taking place today, Monday, May 20th, 2024. The board met in executive session at 6 o'clock p.m. in the Wilson Elementary School Faculty Lounge. The purpose of that meeting was to discuss personnel, litigation, miscellaneous, and old business matters. This meeting has been advertised and is in compliance with the Open Public Meeting Act and NJSA 10:4-6, also known as the Sunshine Law. The matters discussed will be made public when confidentiality is no longer required, and formal action pursuant to said discussion shall take place only at a meeting to which the public has been invited. The public conference meeting is taking place tonight at 7:02 p.m. here in the multi-purpose room at Wilson School. The Board of Education meeting is being streamed live, but all community questions and comments will be welcomed here in person. The Caldwell-West Caldwell Board of Education public conference meeting is also in compliance with the Open Public Meetings Act and NJSA 10:4-6, also known as the Sunshine Law. Notices have been sent to the Progress, Caldwell, New Jersey, the Star Ledger, Newark, New Jersey, and Tap Into, West Essex. Notices have also been posted at the Board of Education Business Office in the Harrison School Building, Gray Street, West Caldwell, New Jersey, and have been delivered to the clerks of the Borough of Caldwell and Township of West Caldwell for posting. Brian, can you please take the roll?
Yes. Student Representative Madeline Alberta. Ms. DiMartini.
Here.
Ms. Landolfi Jefferson.
Here.
Ms. Mack.
Here.
Mr. Diambola.
Here.
Ms. Grosso.
Here.
We have 5 voting members present. We have a quorum.
Okay, now I'd like to welcome up Nikki Barrasso, Juliana Barrasso, and Valentina Barrasso to come on up. I want to stand right here and face the flag. They are going to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance, okay? So whenever you're ready. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Yay! And we have something special for you guys. You want to come take your picture with the board real quick? Okay. Nikki, that's for you. Okay, thank you, beautiful girls. Brian, are there any communications for the board this evening?
There were none.
Okay, so we'll turn it over for the superintendent's report.
This week I just want to remind everyone that on May 28th, Mr. Lincoln will be here with a bunch of additional students to celebrate all the great things about Wilson School. So please join us next Tuesday.
Fantastic. Okay, so this is not a voting meeting, so we're just going to kind of preview the agenda and welcome up for public comments. I think what I'm going to do is just do public comments at the end since we're just a small group tonight. Nothing for the president's report. Next week we'll approve the minutes. We'll skip ahead. We have curriculum and technology. We will have a committee report next week. Ms. Greenlee will give us that. Under that, you'll see some field trips, our new extended agreement with Essex County College, dual enrollment program, which is exciting, community-based instruction, some special services, out-of-district placements. We have some personnel updates as well, the reappointments of staff. Let's see. Seeing what else is on here for us to look at. Home instruction, amended appointments to that. The continuing education school, the classes are on there, ESY. Some summer work, secretarial summer work. Finance and facilities, we have some approvals going on here, some contracts, some purchases. We also have service agreements for doctor's offices for athletic teams, for the team physician, and the doctor's office in town, our agreement with them. We have our RFP we're gonna approve, right, Brian, with Mascios, correct?
Correct.
Yep. So Mascios is gonna be our food service vendor again for next year, so we'll approve that. Trying to see what else. Some supplies, yeah. As I'm going through, board members, please feel free to stop me. We have some purchases of vehicles, you'll notice. We're gonna be purchasing a dump truck and some dump truck equipment for some vehicles on the buildings and grounds fleet that are in need of updating, as well as a wheelchair bus, since we have now, I think it's 3 students that require wheelchair access. And transportation, some kindergarten and first grade textbooks, the paving of the Harrison School parking lot, which won't be done until the Harrison School field is completed, okay? So that'll be done afterwards. Usage of facilities by Little League, baseball and Boy Scouts. And then just some policy updates, which we can get a little like preview from the policy committee next week as well. And we'll give a finance and facilities update. We had a finance and facilities meeting today, Danielle and I, at 5 o'clock. So we'll give updates by that as well. The board will have an update to the referendum presented to us in executive session next Tuesday, and then we will be transparent, and then once we have a chance to look at it, we'll share that with the public then in June. Either way, on how the referendum's looking, we'll be able to provide an update at the board meeting in June. And I think that'll about do it for the agenda. So let's move to public comment. Let me just read my little spiel here. So public participation shall be governed by the following. The participant must be recognized by the presiding officer and must preface comments by an announcement of their name and address. Statements are to be limited to 3 minutes duration. Participant may speak no more than once on the same topic until all others who wish to speak on the topic have been heard. All statements shall be directed to the presiding officer. Boards use the public comment period of the meeting as an opportunity to listen to citizen concerns, but not to debate issues or enter into a question and answer session or a cross-examination between the public and individual members. Be aware that not all issues brought before the board this evening will be resolved. Boards may respond to public comment by seeking additional information or by delegating the authority to investigate the issue to the superintendent or his designee. The presiding officer may interrupt, warn, and/or terminate a participant's comments if they exceed the allotted time or are objectively obscene. I can't talk tonight. Participants may be civilly liable for any obscene, defamatory, or slanderous statements made during public comment. That being said, does anyone want to come address the board on anything on the agenda or off the agenda this evening? Come on.
Hi, Madeline Brown.
Hi.
13 Burkendine Road. Here just more on behalf of the Caldwell-West Caldwell Education Foundation tonight to let everybody know that we had our annual 5K this weekend. It was our biggest one yet. Like a 50% increase in participation, a huge increase in gross revenue, and we wanted to thank the board. We saw many of you there participating. Some people volunteering to step up next year, and since Terry's name was mentioned, she can't back down now. So she's in charge next year and has a very, very hard act to follow. We wanted to thank the board, the teachers, the administration, the staff, everybody for the support. The buildings and grounds crew at the high school was phenomenal. They were there at 5:30 a.m., putting up signs, taking down signs, moving things, and it was just a wonderful event, a great community event. We had a lot of students, so the teachers really hyped it up this year, a lot of student turnout, and it was fantastic. And I have to say that Lincoln School did win the participation trophy for the highest percentage. Washington was kicking it right at the end there.
We tried.
So we'll see next year what happens. But so thank you, and thank you to everybody who participated.
Madeline, do you know ballpark how much you guys raised around?
It looks like gross is right around $46,000.
That's amazing.
So
That's
yeah,
amazing.
that goes to a lot of teacher grants. So thank you.
That's awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, I know a bunch of us were there. some of us were, Danielle's the champion. She's won 2 years in a row. I was sucking wind, but Brian ran, his wife ran. Terry was there cheering me on. She was like, come on, Julia. I tried. I was sprinting. These little legs were trying, but we had a great time. It is such an amazing event, and I just have to thank the Education Foundation. I mean, what you guys do for the teachers, you're really just such a community partner, and we just really thank you, because all that money gets funneled back to our kids, our teachers who need it the most, and it's a big support to the board. Like, in a time where we are struggling to manage our budgets, right? We're looking at districts all around us, having state monitors come in, not being able to support, like raising taxes left and right. We have a healthy budget, and we're very proud of that as a board. We're fiscally responsible, but we are also vowed to protecting our teachers and giving back to our students and making sure that they don't suffer as we try to fiscally put the reins on and keep our district afloat. So the Education Foundation, like raising money like that and being able to support our teachers is amazing. So we thank you guys so much. Thank you. Yeah, let's clap. And then I'd also like to just acknowledge that this past weekend, if you missed it, was the Grover Cleveland musical, You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown, and it was fantastic. If you didn't get a chance to see it, you would have missed the beautiful auditorium that the Board of Education just renovated. It was comfortable, it was beautiful, having lived through that auditorium where the seats were falling apart, and I mean, it was horrible. I mean, it's actually gorgeous. You'll see, we're looking to go out to update the sound system in there. We have a little extra money earmarked for that so that it's really a nice space for the kids, and then possibly also another space that we can use as a revenue source, right? The way we rent out the high school, we can rent out the middle school once it's up to code and functioning well. But the students and the director did a wonderful job. And spoiler alert, since he let it go today, I'm going to tell you, he let it go today, that next year they will be doing Frozen. So I really hope next year our faculty and our schools will really pump it out, because it was adorable. Like, for little ones, there was a cute little ones in the audience, and they really loved it. And next year will be Frozen. So the auditorium should be like really up to date, and it should be a great, great event. And so we're really proud of our students. They did fantastic. And that's all I have. Anybody else have anything? Yeah, Liz, come on up. Yep.
Hi, Liz Hart, 149 Ravine. So in regards to the auditorium at GCMS, so you mentioned that sound is going to be worked. Is that what you just said?
Sound, right,
Sorry,
Dr. Conklin. Sound and lighting.
Sound and lighting.
Okay, because I was going to ask about the lighting, because
Sound and lighting.
the
Everything's
kids-
going to
yeah.
be upgraded.
Okay.
It's just a question of what we decide to do.
and
how
like
much
the
that's gonna be.
curtains.
The curtains are new?
Okay, that are going to move, like close or no? What did?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. And is there the potential to create space for the kids to have like a backstage?
No.
No, it's because physically the building
The
can't.
brick is the back. The wall that you see on the back
Yeah.
is the wall to the outside, so there's really no
Oh.
additional space.
The wall
That-
in the back of the stage?
The wall in the back of the stage is actually the back wall.
Oh.
There's really no room.
Hey, Ken, you can just knock it. Just kidding. Just kidding, just kidding. Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Anyone else? That's it. Okay, so next week we're back here at Wilson School. We're excited to be here. Mr. Lincoln will be here. The kids will be here. It should be really wonderful, and that will be a voting meeting. Okay, and like I said, not at Tuesday's meeting. So the meeting is Tuesday, the 28th, because we're closed for Memorial Day. Happy Memorial Day weekend to everybody. And then in June, we will provide an update to the public about the referendum. That's for sure. Either way, depending on what's presented to us on Tuesday evening. Okay, so to TBD on that. So that being said, I'd like to make a motion for us to end public at 7:15 p.m. and enter executive session.
I'll make a motion.
And can I have a second?
I'll second it.
Okay, Brian, you want to take the roll?
Yes, all in favor, aye.
Aye.
All against, no. Any abstentions? Motion carried.
Great, thank you so much, everybody. Have a wonderful three-day weekend.
I'm biting my tongue already. I'm nervous.
Just that one time you said it. I know.
I zoned out.
I'm always like, is Chris gonna say